The old Viper trick. And what a classic that's been around for a long time and rode in my quiver forever when I first started bow hunting. Years and years and years ago. My only complaint with the head is that it's super noisy in flight, and that hasn't changed much, but that's okay. Slick Trick makes an awesome broadhead. I ran their original 2-inch mechanical for a long time too, and the only reason why I quit using it is because I started probably 5 years ago or so, maybe longer ago than that. I started doing broadhead testing, and then I was annoyed at how loud the Viper tricks were in flight, or any of the fixed heads, but for the price point, it's almost too hard to beat. They're a solid broadhead, been around for a really long time, and I was glad to kind of go back in time, sling another one at some pigs. It's been, like I said, it's been a long time. And in this video, you guys are going to see me running and gunning on the ground. I have a couple of different groups of pigs that are showing up to one of my main places close to home. Problem is they're not very consistent. Like, they're at one feeder one night and then at another one another night, back and forth and all around, and they're showing up, but they're not showing up to the same place consistently. And so after like 2 or 3 just totally blanked hunts where I'm not even seeing them, even though they were there the night before and the night before, I just decided to take the game to them. I love getting on the ground and chasing them and getting after them. It's always a lot of fun. And with that said, I'm going to get rolling into this one. You guys enjoy. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel if you haven't done so already. And if you like the spot and stock style of videos, be sure that you leave me a comment down in the comment section below letting me know that. And leave me a thumbs up too. Here we go. It's probably about time I do some tree trimming. I'm a little late for that. I think we'll be able to get by just well enough for the evening. So long as this rain holds out, I'm really hoping it'll just go around me and stay away. I don't mind the little bit of sprinkles, but I don't want the lightning and everything else. I had pigs here yesterday evening about 8:45. I'm hoping that since it's a heck of a lot cooler this afternoon than it was yesterday, they'll be here a little bit earlier, about 10 after 8 right now. So I'm tucked in. I'm gonna get quiet. I'm really excited about using this Viper trick. It's been years. I used to shoot the Slick Trick fixed heads, the Magnums, and the Viper trick more specifically. I used to use it all the time. And then their original 2-blade mechanical the Slick Trick had, I used it a lot and loved it. But anyway, stage is set. Y'all buckle up and enjoy this one with me. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you haven't done so already. And today's verse of the day comes from Galatians chapter 6, verse 2. I want y'all to go read that one for yourselves. It's a good one. Here we go. Mm, mm. Mm, mm. Mm, mm. Mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. I know, but hear me out. In 6 months, that football-sized hog right there will be multiplying and causing destruction, wreaking havoc, and destroying land and making more babies. Literally 6 months. So, I'm not prejudiced. They all gotta go. The piglet, it fell victim to the slick trick hybrid head. Can't do much of a review on that one. Doesn't really count when they're that small. Looking at where the sow was standing, the only clear lane that I had was, I think it was right through there. Or maybe there was another clearing somewhere, maybe not. I feel like she was standing more right here, but I think the only clear lane that I had was right here. So needless to say, it's time to do some tree trimming and maybe some weed eating, because I do stalk up to this feeder from time to time. I don't know if my arrow hit a limb and like tailed hard right, because it looked like my arrow tailed hard right. Right about the time it got to the sow, and she kind of lurched and jumped forward a little bit right at the crack of my bow going off. So hit her far back. I don't know if we're gonna find her, but we're definitely gonna look real hard. We got plenty of daylight, so we're gonna tear off in through the brush and see what we can come up with. I'm really hoping that viper trick helped me out. I couldn't really tell if that sow was quartering to or away. I knew that, you know, obviously she's side to me, so I was hugging right behind, or basically right on that offside shoulder, and man, she jumped and jumped hard, and I think I might have caught a limb or something, but I looked like I had a wide open slot there, and I took a pig in that same exact hole back in March or April. So I was hopeful that I could do it again, but there's quite a bit more green on that mesquite tree since then. Not gonna make any excuses. I took the shot, so let's go see if we can find the pig. First thing right off the bat, here's the feeder. And I was thinking to myself as I was walking up here, I'm like, if I hit her far back, then that arrow should have passed through. Sure enough, see the orange glow of my knock right there. And pretty well covered in gut, I'm sure, but we'll get it out of there. I don't see maybe a little pink on it, but she'll be nasty. Cleaned up. Well, at least we get to see the broadhead. Well, y'all will if it'll focus. There we go. Not bad. Still not really focusing like I want it to, but there we go. Kind of hard to see, slight little bend in the tip. Blades look completely straight. No problem there. Little sharpness test. That one's dull as crap. That one is too. Dull as crap. Dull as crap. Very disappointed with how dull those are for sure, but oh well. What do you do? Sharpen them and run them again, I guess. That's not the quality that Slick Trick used to have whenever I was using them heavily back 6, 7, maybe even 8 years ago. But I'm not surprised. I won't ever buy nocturnal lighted nocks ever again either, so there's that. I got off the beaten path a little ways. I'm about 40 to 50 yards from the feeder, and I found a little little something. Looks like I got a little more here, and it's wet enough I'm kind of able to hoof track, so I might be able to kind of tell which direction she went and catch up with her. Hopefully we'll walk up on her. That'd be sweet, especially if we can do it before it gets dark. It's actually getting better and better. There's a little more right there. Thank you, Lord. We got her. The slick trick did its job. Hey, pig. Yeah, buddy. Hey there, Sal. Yes, thank you, Lord. Let's see where my entrance was. Oh, mid-body. Not as horribly bad far back as I thought it was. I thought it was more like right here, but she was quartering away. And I think that's what really saved me. Her jumping the gun definitely didn't help me out at all any. Because that was more along the lines like right here, so I was about 6 inches different. For a 35-yard shot, they got a lot more time to jump the gun, and she was already skittish to begin with, just because she's got little piglets had with her. I was about 6 inches back, lots of variables, but the good thing is that we found her. I love a little summertime hogging. That is so much fun. Hope that you guys have enjoyed the last few throwback videos. I'll probably keep mixing some of those in here and there as I can. We're headed back out to the big lease this weekend, so long as the rain holds off, and that place is just on fire right now. So I'm hoping we can go stick like 3 or 4 pigs this weekend and get some good, fresh, new content to go along with this girl right here. My overall thoughts on the Viper trick, man, I've loved it for a long time, guys. My only complaint with it is that it's just unreasonably loud in flight, and I think that's part of what my issue was tonight. After running through rib cages, it's pretty stinking dull, but after I see what it had to work for or work through, I'm not surprised. Passed through and stuck in the ground on the other side about a good 4 or 5 inches. Running about a 450-ish or so grain arrow at 300 feet per second is just something to admire. I wish the footage would have been a little bit better, but we'll take what we can get when we're riding the struggle bus, and I finally got to cash a ticket in tonight. It's been a month and a half since I've stuck a hog, and it sure feels good to be back on the bus. I can promise you that much, or off the bus, I should say. BT got considerably better as I got closer, and considering the location of the entry and exit, I'm really surprised that I found any at all. I think the biggest thing that helped me out here was 4 total blades, and giving you that extra diameter and making the flap open up that way really helps a lot. You don't really realize it, but it helps tremendously and keeps that hole from closing back up on you. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to reload that Viper trick, well, a new one, back into the quiver. We're going to be using it this weekend on some West Texas hogs, or we might get on some here again this weekend if the rain's too bad out that way. We're going to run it through the ringer again, and I've got like 3 more new broadheads that I haven't used in a long time that you guys have been asking for, and I'm really excited about that. Love the slick trick. You can't argue with performance. Big time fan years ago. Wish there was something we could do about the end noise flight, but you know what? It's pretty well tried and true and very fair on the wallet. There'll be a link down in the description below if you guys want to go check them out. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, Lord, and thank you, Pig. Y'all are awesome, and I'll see you in just a few days.
Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down.